Hi all, welcome to what is quite a very full Sorare game week for 56. We have 72 squads in total. I really tried to hammer home what we need, what we didn't need, all that kind of good stuff, and have a bit of good fun into the bargain. It's going to be fun, see what we can put together, but will not be easy in the slightest. Biggest talking point I think from what I've seen for MLS is we're going to have to really look at who we have brought in already and possibly look at doing some tweaks here and there. Could obviously quite a few MLS teams have brought in, so we're going to have to focus on that. I think our rare side we're not too bad, it's more the limited in season side we have to kind of look at. Classic wise we're fine. I think we've got like strong depth. That like Iwa Boys is like the only player I'm kind of maybe regretting bringing in potentially from an attacking point of view, but we'll wait and see how it plays out. So we've got 8 MLS teams, we've got 1 rare classic, 3 in season limited and 3 classic limited with 1 warm-up squad as well, which we've tried to be serious with Stuver, Wagner, Messi, Nathan Byrne and Ryan Gold. With Gold captain, I feel Messi being captain was a bit risky, felt Gold was a smarter play. Being able to field some anti-stack squads. I know Murakami, Nagishi's situation for keeper is going to be hard. I think Nagishi's injured, Murakami as far as I believe is bench. Abata's the one that's getting the start, and I thought at least field a team now, be able to fill in the gallery. I just ran out of like options because Brandehorst is still injured sadly. Haven't been able to shift the busks, but both squads anyway for the anti-stacks, not really expecting much from them anyway. Thought I'd have a bit of a laugh with Argentina and build a squad. 648 people are in the limited. Rare was not much more. Can I check the limited? Rare? Nah. But 400. Like my feeling is with Navarro being captain, that has a chance. Priasco, Solari, and Alejandro should all come off the bench anyway. Jenna, I'm not sure how much. Like Altamirano hasn't really been playing, but if we were to play, it would be a laugh, but not expecting it. All-Star, same problem. Goalies is what's hurting us. Just time beat us in the end for bringing in keepers really. Because we were just trying to get the MLS squads over the line as quick as we could and try to win auctions and everything else, but and also try to make sure we're actually fielding teams for that matter really. Prem, we've somehow managed to sneak in a third Prem squad. Flecken, Areola, Ramsdale. But didn't get 3 classic keepers at all, which well, tried to get another Areola, tried to get another Ramsdale, didn't happen. Flecken came up cheap, so I was like, I'm taking that. Brought in some extra depth for the in-season stuff. Be interesting with 2,000 players. Knowing that halfway gets us something, and top 643 gets us basically top third. Basically gets enough is essence. Yes, the top 100 is money, but it's gonna be fun in games with that. Classic, same problem. Halfway is what it's top 20% you need here. Potential that it could happen, but the criticism is that it's top 94 gets a card, whereas obviously in the warm-up it's top 165, which we can generally feel very close to. In season we've got 3 Liga squads that are fine, 3 classic squads that are fine. What's good is that we've got 4 in Division 2, 2 in Division 3. Still running good ledge in classic just because of how squads were running. Bundesliga wise we've just not been able to sort out any keepers. We initially had looked at a couple of options, but it was the potential. I think a couple of them are possibly looking at getting dropped, and as I said, wish we'd got online and dabbing sooner, but hey ho. Live and learn. Tweaked up the classic warm-up squad with Jung, Thomas, Kim, Kimmich and Damen. Champion squads still kept Reina and Schwal, couldn't get them out quick enough. Suazo, Caceres, Rubio, Toro in. So at least that's a 4-man, which actually has potential. More I look at, I wish I'd put them in the Div 3 instead of Div 2, but in reality 218 to 867, I feel 867 is maybe more attainable. Then the in-season squads, Hanin, Lafort, Eggstein, brought in Boutez, we brought in a couple of him, Lecomte and Larseneur. Yes, it's like the cheap end, but it's just working with budget. Boutez was actually relatively cheap. I think he's cheap simply because of them facing Napoli, but Como seemed to be a little bit more solid just now, for what I've seen. Challenger in season, we've still got our 2 in season teams. We've done a little bit of last minute sorting. Halovic is in. I think Bastien was the only player I meant to swap, I think, but I could be wrong. That was like, I think, last minute. Just couldn't get any like rare challenger alternatives because Howland's obviously not playing, but that means it'll fall into like a midweek, I think. But Brian, Sato, Henderson, Robinette, then Adewoye, Fleming, Jason, Hansen. As I said, this is the problem when you've got 3 Howlands that you're like in the rare side, and plus they were all cheap anyway when we've had them ages ago. Thomas, Denora, Cooper, Pearson. In season wise, I had to do a bit of last minute limited Fortuners, but it's handy because it just boosts up the collection with owning quite a few anyway. But Goof and Halovic finally, and with them being like bargain basement prices, I was not knocking it. Mitrovic the same, it was near enough like just over £1 for like Mitrovic, Goof, Halovic and Unal, so I couldn't really fault bringing all of them in. It meant we were able to field 3 in season teams, and then the classic wise, which is 11,000 players for Division 2. It's quite startling. Like rare contender just seems more tempting now, like, or rare challenger, like 500 for Division 3. I don't mean to sound cheeky, but top 150 feels very attainable, whereas when you look at like Division 2, it's half and 540. Like, I suppose that's how it goes in terms of like the grand scheme of things. I've really just tried to hone in, like Koopmans was brought in as a short term, brought a couple of him, tried to buy Illich as well, but the person that had them cheapest, it was like £1. They were just not interested, they weren't even getting back to me. I tried to buy it and because I had no ETH left at the time, they weren't taking it. Then they took cash, and then it was like someone else that took cash and all that. But that's the way the dice rolls. We've managed to bring in a Jordan Smith, and somehow managed to field a second in-season team for Contender. So Jordan Smith, Bashiri, Kono, which we got thanks to Mango for his J1 giveaway, which was really nice. So like an in-season Kazuya Kono, which shall be rather tasty. Like, I thought he was like an arm and a leg, I thought he was like a fortune, but I'm not complaining, because when you've got a Vispa in like the 2023 collection, and then Simon Murray being captain, who I fancy to do well this weekend, then second team, Yanez, Carey, Cadden, Sprangler and Gale, Malineka, Cadden, Kono, Alexia and Nisbet there. Seppi, Hurton, 2 of the teams, but both teams are still solid enough. And classic and in season for Contender all look fine. Got a couple of Division 1 teams here which have 10,000 players, which is kind of mad. Just to kind of break it down, you need if it lets me see properly. So top 2,000 players gets 10 essence, top 640 gets tier 4 and better. Yeah, so it's a bit of work to be had there. Shaqiri, usual team that we run with. I've kept my Malineka and I'm probably regretting that. I might change that, but because of last minute Jiggery Pokery, under 23, managed to get a Joffrey for less than £2 in season for a rare. Couldn't fault that. I needed a forward and I was like, yeah, I'll go him, because Gutierrez is more towards making sure he plays in the second team with the limiteds. Then classic squad, usual players like Yamal, Greenwood, Maxima, Trafford. Trying Danny Pereira here, hoping he starts and plays and all that good stuff. Then the rest of Europe squad, we've gone with Kalina, Gold, Wagner, Mbappe and Guedes. Tried to go a mix. Feel like MLS could be the shout. I was tempted to go an alternative to Kalina, but I feel this is an ideal game for good scores with it. But see what 72 squads bring us this game week. Rewards officially at 7, but we got our NC rewards early. We've got one rare box that's a 2-star and a super rare box as well, with one Div 4 again with one team, so one essence there. 3-star box, you can get 5, 2 and 1, most likely going to be another 1 because that's been our theme so far. Is 2, so finally more than 1. That's something we will not knock. So after all our MLS buying, we're up to 385 limited, now at 55 rare, and we're at 6 super rare. So we're getting there ever so slowly. As I say, we've got a tier 3 reward ASAP from rewards as well. And as I said, with Kono, he is 768 on instant buy, 15 quid's the next cheapest. Can I reveal the card? That would be quite nice. No, I can't. But yeah, last 5 sales, 15, 20, 4, 5, 6. Can't fault it in the slightest. I'm expecting a good season from him, and we'll see how it plays from there. So let me know, folks, how your squad's looking for this weekend. Have a good one, take it easy all, thanks for listening, and I'll catch you all later.